Are you wanting to paint your kitchen cabinets, but you're not sure how to get started? Well, the first step in any cabinet renovation or kitchen renovation where you're painting your cabinets is the preparation. So you need to prep your cabinets a certain way in order to make sure that the paint looks smooth and that it lasts for years. So I'm going to show you how I am prepping my cabinets to paint them today. My name's Carrie. I'm a designer and owner of the blog Penny Modern, and we've been bringing you affordable modern home decor since 2019. And I am going to show you how I am preparing my cabinets for painting using the Heirloom Traditions Paint set, as well as their deglossing products. This video is going to be part of my series where I am doing my DIY kitchen renovation, and this will be video number 1, which is all about the prep. Make sure you hit subscribe so you can see me paint the cabinets, put on new hardware, and zhuzh up my kitchen. I'm also going to be adding backsplash too. So this is going to be a multi-part series where we do a budget kitchen renovations. We're going to transform these from this reddish brown to a beautiful updated color. Now, regarding some of the supplies that you're going to need, I personally use the Heirloom Traditions surface prep. So the can of it. I also am doing the surface wipes that make it a little bit easier. And then I'm also using a TSP Substitute to help remove some of the grime and grease. And so just so you know, the Heirloom Traditions people, they say you don't really need this, you just need the wipes, but I'm using it anyway. And then I also have some plastic wood, some wood filler, because you can fill in chips. You also can fill in holes if you want to change your cabinet hardware location. The first step in this process of painting your cabinets, it's all about the preparation. This paint has a primer and a top coat built into it. You really just need to put maybe 2 coats of this paint on. It's really all about the prep. And unfortunately for me, my cabinets were pretty messed up. I wanted to show you guys one of the reasons why I didn't start on this project sooner. I've had quite a few videos I filmed in my kitchen, and people are like, why is your kitchen so dated? Well, we are saving up money to completely redo our kitchen and rip everything out down to the studs. But until we do that, we are just doing this refresh. Now, one of the reasons why I did not paint my cabinet sooner is because right here. So I wanted to show you guys this. It is the glaze on these cabinets. So these cabinet doors are real wood, and they had refaced these cabinets, but the boxes are like original 1970s boxes. But somewhere along the line, the previous owner had put new doors in that are real wood. And they do have this glaze on it, and it has come off. And so you can see this gunk here. I did not know how to deal with this. So I did not really want to take all the doors off and sand them and do everything properly, which is why I bought this Heirloom Traditions paint, which it's definitely a higher end paint, and it has an excellent primer as well as a top coat included. So you basically just put 2 coats of the paint on. But they do recommend that you have a smooth surface and you don't have any peeling paint. So what I'm going to do on this, I basically tried it on my doors over there. I think I just basically have to sand some of the doors and the drawers that have this issue. And I'm just going to see how it looks. Worst case scenario, maybe I have to put 3 coats of paint on, right? But we're basically going to sand this and get it smooth, because if I painted this with the gunk on it, it's going to look all bumpy and it won't look very nice. It's all about the prep. When you're painting your cabinets, you need to have a smooth, clean finish before you apply your paint. So you can see here, I actually went ahead and sanded this, but this was gel stained. And there was a lot of places where the gel stain had worn off and it was all gunky. So on a few of these, I did sand it down. But mainly, if you don't have chipped paint and gross cabinets, you really just need to do a deglosser. And they actually sell one through Heirloom Traditions. This is a cleaning wipe that has a deglosser in it. They also sell it in a liquid form. So you really want to degrease and degunk your entire kitchen cabinets, because the oils from your hand build up, and then obviously food and anything near your stove. I'm going to show you guys, and I'm going to do the deglosser and prep these cabinets for painting. So if you are planning your own kitchen renovation or even just a kitchen makeover, I have a great free resource for you. It's a kitchen budget worksheet, and it'll help you plan your project. It pretty much has every item that you might need to spend money on for your kitchen renovation. So it'll help plan your budget. It might even help you save money. So download your copy today at pennymodern.com/freebies. Link is down in description. I do suggest that you wear gloves and make sure it's well ventilated. I am going to use the Heirloom Traditions Deglosser, and it says to put some on a sponge, wipe it on the cabinet, let it sit 60 seconds, and then use a scrubber, and then dry it with the towel. So we're going to try that. And I forgot to take the hardware off, so I'm going to take that off. You might be asking me, why am I doing this with the cabinets still on? And that is one of the cool things about this paint. You can actually, if you want to, leave the cabinets on while you paint them, and that's how I'm going to try it. So I'm going to take off the hardware now. So it's been about 60 seconds on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and try to scrub it now. Okay, so now we're gonna wipe it off. We have a couple areas that I would call our extra gunky that have old drips or I don't know, some kind of gunk on them. So I'm gonna use this TSP Substitute and a magic eraser to try to get that off. What I'm trying to feel for is to get it smooth, because when you want the paint on, you want it to be smooth. You don't want it to be bumpy and gunky, right? So you really got to make sure you're getting everything very clean and smooth. And when you touch it, it's squeaky clean. Now on this part, this is mainly just dirty and grimy. I'm going to just use the TSP Substitute on this part. You're really just trying to get all the grime and gunk off, and then you use the Deglosser. Make sure you open your windows to take the gloss off the finish, because that is an important step to make sure that the paint adheres. Now I'm going to try the Deglosser wipes. So I think that these are going to be a lot easier. These are, again, from Heirloom Traditions, and I'll link to these down below, all the products that I'm using. And basically, you just wipe this on, and you should be good to go. You just thoroughly clean the surface with the wipe, change to a new wipe when this one's dirty or dry, and once it's clean, wipe with a clean, dry towel. Seems pretty easy. We're going to give one of the wipes a try. So now we cleaned it with the wipe, and it says to, after you clean it with the wipe, you clean it with a clean, dry towel, and then it says within 10 minutes you're ready to paint. So we'll see how it goes. I already prepped these and deglossed these. I'm gonna take off the hardware now. It definitely is a good idea to take your hardware off before you start doing the cleaning and deglossing, so you don't make the same mistake I did. So there's a lot of gunk in there in the hardware. These are probably 15 years old or something like that. They came with the house when we bought it last year. And so now I need to go and get all this gunk off with the cleaner and the deglosser. So the first step on these gunky cabinets, I'm going to use the TSP to try to get all the gunk off and the grime. And then we're going to do the deglosser. So we're going to see how that works. We may end up having to sand it. I really don't want to have to take these off the hinges, but we'll see how it goes. My method of TSP Substitute and the magic eraser is actually working pretty well to get a lot of this off. Again, we're just trying to get it smooth so you can't see bumps and lines in when we do the paint, since I'm not staining this. So I think it's going to be okay. I'm going to try a little bit more. Luckily, I have a lot of magic erasers. And remember, magic erasers are actually like a sandpaper almost. So they can basically be used like a sandpaper. So I'm sanding down off that gunk and I'm trying to make it smooth in conjunction with the TSP. And then I'm also going to try it with the Deglosser. So let's see. This part above the stove is actually the dirtiest and greasiest and nastiest. So I'm going to go at it just with the Heirloom Traditions Deglosser. It's also supposed to be a cleaner, a degreaser. So I'm just going to go at it with that and see if that gets rid of everything. I wanted to show you guys how nasty it is and greasy up here. This has actually been the hardest part, the cabinet above the range. And it's because there's like 20 years of grease up here because all they had was this microwave as their vent hood, which I don't think worked very well. So that's why having a vent hood is probably a much better idea than having a microwave because you'll get proper ventilation. But it literally, when I'm cleaning this, it smells like a hamburger. I had to resort to using a credit card to basically scrape off the grease on here because nothing would work. Like the degreaser didn't work. I tried Dawn. I tried the magic eraser. I tried the TSP Substitute. I think I could probably try Goo Gone. I might try that because there's just a lot up here, but I resorted to just scraping it with a credit card where I can. And you can see there's stuff all over the credit card and it's pretty gnarly up here. But I'm going to keep going because I just got to get it done. Now I am doing our pantry and it also has a lot of that glaze that's peeling off. So I think the best way to deal with that is actually to do the Deglosser plus the magic eraser. That seems to take off this stuff pretty quickly. So I'm going to try to show you guys a close-up of the gunk I'm getting off. I'm really just trying to get it smooth so that the paint won't have bumps or lines on it. So remember, the magic eraser is actually basically sandpaper. So that's how I'm able to get the gunk off as well as smooth it and make it somewhat level. I did have a change of heart. I wanted to actually move my knobs. They were up here and then I move them down here. So I am using this plastic wood that is paintable and stainable and I'm filling in the holes and I'm going to have my husband drill a hole down here because I am not super good with the drill and we'll put our knobs down there. I wanted to show you guys that after I did the wood filler, I took a piece of sandpaper. This is a 220 grit, and I just went back and forth to smooth out the wood fillers. You want to make sure that this is smooth so that way you're not going to see that hole when you do your painting. Just take your sandpaper, sand it, and then you have to wipe down all the dust off and make sure you get all the dust off. We are doing our final prep and I'm inspecting each of the cabinets to see if I feel like they're clean and deglossed and free of dust. So what I am noticing on these pantry cabinets, because they are very large, I am noticing it still seems shiny. So I am gonna, and it doesn't and it's supposed to be squeaky clean. It is a little bit squeaky. I'm just going to do one more time with the deglossing wipe to try to get a little bit more of that shine off. And so I'm going to show you guys that. Then it says to wipe with a clean, dry cloth. So we're using a microfiber cloth. As I was doing my prep this morning to prepare everything for painting, I did notice on this one cabinet or this drawer that I had sanded because the glazing was off so bad. I had used a variety of different sandpaper, and I think the last one that I used was actually a 120 grit. And so it's kind of rough. So when you're going to paint, if you do end up sanding, because maybe you do have a lot of damage on your cabinets, you need to make sure it's very smooth. I did need to use a lower grit sandpaper to get off a lot of the glaze. And so then you would need to follow up with a very fine grit, which this is a 220 grit, which is a finer grit, and make it as smooth as possible before you apply the paint. These are actually real wood. I'm lucky because they are real wood. And so you really need to make it as smooth as possible. So I'll show you guys that. So that final sanding seemed to work really well. This is nice and smooth now. And you'll notice that I didn't sand all of my drawers or doors. And that's because with this particular paint, the Heirloom Traditions Paint, you don't need to sand, and that's part of their unique proposition, is you don't actually need to sand your wood cabinets before you apply it. It's almost like a chalk paint in that regard, and it has a binding agent that's very strong. You do one coat of the Heirloom Traditions Paint as your binding coat, and then you do a second coat on top of it, and that is what gives you a great finish. Now, I've never used their stains, so I think if I was going to stain, you would need these to look the same, right? Otherwise, with the stain, it's going to look drastically different between this one and this one. But because I'm using a paint and not a stain, it doesn't really matter. It just needs to be smooth. The other thing that you're going to want to make sure if you do any sanding is to make sure you get all of the dust off. And so as I go through and paint, I'm going to basically use my microfiber cloth. I actually have a special tack cloth, that's what it is, that I'm going to use on these. And that way it'll get every speck of dust because you don't want any dust when you're actually applying the paint. We are pretty much done with our prep, and I want to make sure that you guys follow along to see the next video in my process, which will be all about painting the cabinets. So make sure you hit subscribe for that so you'll be first to know when I drop that video, and you'll see me transform these cabinets and make them beautiful again.